So I don't claim that my gear is the end-all be-all of gear. Believe me, I constantly look at gear, search for gear, and upgrade when I can. What I do is I look for things, and when I find something that works for me, I buy it if the price is right, and I seek to upgrade as time goes by and improve and refine what I do. Right now, this is one of the bags that works for me for trekking because of its size, because of its setup. So before I pull this apart, let me say that this is a small backpack. It literally stands about 16 inches in height. The main pouch, the inner backpack, is about 10 inches wide. It has two side pouches, about 5 inches by 3, and it has 3 front pouches. In this little easy access pocket, I have a combination tool, and what it is, it's a combination of a compass, whistle, magnifying glass, and thermometer. This is a very inexpensive piece of equipment which I carabiner to the pack in this little pocket. I always know where it's at. When I start a trek, I like to take it off, attach it to my shirt, stuff it in my pocket. It's very easy to access, and I can reference it whenever I need to. Now, compasses are important to me because I trek off the beaten path. Even though I can get general directional from the sun, I like to check my bearings going in, at times during the trek, and especially on my way out. Also, because of convenience, and it fits very well in that little pocket, I have some fire tools. I have a mag block and steel striker. I have a fire steel or ferro rod and blade striker. And I have a couple lighters, very inexpensive. I carry water on me, but I also have an additional container which is easily strapped to the pack using a carabiner and a little carrier it has. In that side pocket under it, I carry leather gloves and a candle. I always have candles in my kits, and the reason they're there is simply because it's a convenient spot to put them. They fit there well. On my other side, I have a trowel. Now, I've tried the metal trowels. I prefer the plastic one. Again, it's attached with a carabiner and paracord. Pretty much everything on the outside of my pack will be attached with cordage and a carabiner, and it's quick, easy to access. See, I had no problem getting this off. Underneath it, I have more cord and mix for bannock, just because it fits well there. This larger quick access pouch contains things I might want to get to in a hurry. This is a small first aid kit which I beefed up based on some tips I got off of people on YouTube. What I did add to this is gauze as well as some other things. I have a heavy-duty poncho, triple action mace pepper spray. I have a snake bite kit. Now, there is some debate over whether or not a snake bite kit is useful or necessary. I can give you some pros and cons on it in another video. I have plastic bags, large garbage bag and some smaller bags, Vaseline, sun lotion, and I need to find a smaller container than this, insect spray, a spray disinfectant. I have a map of the area I will be trekking into, writing paper and notes, pen and pencil. This pack also has a little flat pouch which I'm using as a miscellaneous catch whatever type item pouch. In it I have an extra 25 foot of paracord. I have a little wire saw and a carabiner with cord in a plastic bag. I've got a lightweight emergency poncho. I've got something for sprains, strains, or if need be for a deep laceration, add some gauze or cloth and wrap it around. And I've got a fold-up emergency water bottle. Good to have. In my main pouch I have easy access to my food supply. I have quite a variety of things here, including nuts, energy bars, fruit, dried fruit that is, salt, sugar. I have coffee, tea bag, quite a variety of things here. It's all high energy, high fat, stuff that's going to keep you going. And it's also stuff that's not going to spoil. It's very light. And it's stuff that's not going to attract critters because it's wrapped in plastic and good wrappings. And it's not going to attract predators that you don't want around you. Water. Again, I have more water. Now I have a water container on me. I have a water container in the main pack, and I have a water container on the side of the pack. I can't stress enough, again, that water is an essential. Also, for easy access, I have my cup, which I like to use quite a bit. I have a little sterno container with something that I would use for filtering water if need be, and a sponge for cleaning. I also like that the sponge and the little filter item keeps this thing from rocking around. Now this is my clothing bag. It's just little spare clothing items that I want to carry with me. And by the way, I like these dry sacks. They're a great way to divide your big pack up in color code so that you can find things easily. And I carry spare socks, shoelaces, extra shirt, and of course spare underwear. Something I like to carry along with me. I have my blue one, and this would be some miscellaneous shelter items. That's not what you would commonly think of, but what I have is mosquito netting. When you're in the wilderness, there's a lot of biting insects, and sometimes you want some relief from them besides the bug spray, and that's a good thing to have. Camouflage, space blanket, extra paracord, and some things like a bandana and a head rag. My green dry sack contains my cooking kit. Now I don't always carry this with me, but there are times when I like to have it. There's times when I want to make up some bannock or cook something up, and this is a real convenient kit. It's got my tinder kit in it, some matches, a spare candle, a variety of tinders, and a lighter. Got a little pot stand with some fuel. I haven't used this yet. I just picked this up. I saw it and wanted it because I've been looking for a little pot stand that's small and convenient, and I think this might do the trick. More fuel tablets and my stainless steel cook set. I really like this little cook set. I have some rags and a sponge inside, sterno, some more rags, some foil in there, and the way I have it set up is in a way that it doesn't rattle around. I have a few items inside that are good to have. You can hear there's no sound coming out of that. Down at the very bottom of the pack, stuff that I probably won't need to get to, but it's there if I need it. A spare knife with paracord and a ferro rod. Got a little fishing kit. This has everything I would need to do most fishing in my area. You can see it's a very small kit. I have a headlamp, a couple lengths of cord, and I have a sharpener. And that's about does it. All my kits and bags change and evolve over time as the seasons change and as I eliminate gear that I don't use enough and upgrade to better gear. Stay tuned because I probably will be discussing gear in more detail in the future, and I might get into some survival and bug out philosophy. Peace.